What's up, AtoZSports Live on our Titan Game Day pregame show presented by our friends at X Golf across the Middle Tennessee area. This is the home finale for this 2025 season and a chance for the Titans and Cam Ward to end and snap the curse against a white-hot Saints team. I don't know which is hotter, white, blue, red. What's the hottest of hot colors? I don't know. We'll talk about that. Maybe not. So we're going to have a great show here. Ryan says Easton's late as always. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Easton's not here, and we started at 11:30. So great start to the show for Ryan. JT, what's up, man? We're going to have a good conversation. We have two things that I think are very unlikely, and one of them should actually happen today, unless this game ends in a tie.
And this is very true. It's never say never, but yes, there are a couple curses that the Titans could break, the streak that the Saints could continue. We'll see what happens today, but I'm excited to jump into everything on this home finale for the Tennessee Titans today. Checking in from New Jersey, This is what I'm doing right now, so if you see my background, we're working with what we got here in New Jersey, spending some time with the family over the holiday season. I think I will be the only person in the state of New Jersey who is willingly watching the Saints Titans game today. So
I'm sure Ryan Roberts will find a way to watch it.
I guess that's true. I forget that
he's kind of a sicko. Yeah, he likes to just watch just to, all that.
Yeah, either way, excited to get into today's topic and break down this game, get you guys all ready leading up to kickoff. A couple things we need from you guys first and foremost, if you could be so kind as to lock in and like the show. Make sure you hit that like button on YouTube, and make sure while you're down there hitting that like button, you hit subscribe as well so you don't miss out on any of the content we're bringing you here at the AtoZSports YouTube channel. Goes a long way through the algorithm and through the ether and does all the good things that I don't know very much about, but helps to get this show onto other Titans fans' feeds. So please do us a favor and hit that like button. Also on Facebook, please, if you could help us out over there, hit that like button, like the page, and hit that share button in the bottom right corner to share the show with a Titans fan or friend in your life that wants to weigh in on this Titans-Saints game before we kick off. The line continues to move. It's moving ever so closer to a pick'em here, but excited to get into that one and excited to talk about Cam Ward's final game at Nissan Stadium for the 2025 season. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens today because, like you said, there's a bunch of storylines. Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah. I'm excited to talk about it right now.
Yep, let's get it going officially. Welcome into AtoZSports, the Titan Game Day show, the pregame show presented by our friends at X Golf in Nashville, Murfreesboro, Hermitage, and Franklin. They're the home of indoor golf in Middle Tennessee. Play, train, entertainment, playxgolf.com. They also have their winter leagues beginning next week. So running January through February, different days across the calendar and the week at all the different locations. So all 4 locations have winter leagues going on. More about those later on in the show, but playxgolf.com is how to learn more. BTA Sports, use the code AtoZSports when you download the BTA Sports app to get a 14-day free trial and then a 12-month subscription of $79. Use that link in the description. Botero Carts, life is short, buy a golf cart. 2 locations for you, Columbia and Gallatin. Lipscomb University Sport Analytics Program, turning your passion into a career post undergrad. And then the Barrel Social Club, real poker, real players. The Barrel Social Club is Kentucky and Tennessee's poker destination. And T-Dot's Nobody Trashes Tennessee campaign. Be part of the solution to end littering at nobodytrashestennessee.com. So I see people throwing in predictions in the chat already. We'll get to those later on. Anthony has a best bet. I'm going to star that so we can come to that later. Actually, no, I'm going to do it now. Anthony says best bet, Titans win first quarter, parlayed with the Saints win overall is plus 400, inversely correlated. Saints are awful in the first quarter, according to Anthony. Like the Titans are great in the first quarter. No,
they've looked better. They have looked better.
That's honestly, what time was it? I texted our morning show chat, which is basically our game day show chat. I texted at the bright hour of it was just 6:39. I'd already been up for a while. 6:39 a.m. Central. I said, is it weird that I'm kind of excited to watch this game? And I just feel like this has a fun game opportunity potential to it. like last week was going to be weird and gross because you had the Chiefs that didn't care and the Titans who cared more. This game, I think you have two teams that care a lot. The Saints are on a 3-game winning streak. The Titans are 2-1 in their last 3. And both teams want to finish out this season with rookie quarterbacks on the right foot to go into an offseason where they can improve. And JT, it's December 28th. You're in Jersey. So I don't know what the temperature is up there. But here in Nashville, where this game is being played, it is in the 70s. And it's
That's
sunny.
crazy. I could look out the window
tonight,
right now.
it's going to be like getting overnight. It's going to get into the 20s. So, but right now it's in the 70s. So it's perfect.
We had a little bit of a snowstorm here while I was in New Jersey. So it is cold and there is snow on the ground in New Jersey right now. Certainly wouldn't hate to be where you are right now. But yeah, I mean, it
has not gotten below 60 degrees in Nashville in like 4 days.
That's crazy. That is pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, great day for some football. I feel, as someone said here, said the vibes are good at Nissan Stadium right now. So it sounds like, and yeah, I think it should be. You're coming off a win. This is, once again, you're on the trajectory of feeling good towards the end of the season with Cam Ward and this Titans team. They've been playing a lot better as of late, especially on those first couple of drives. In a game, you're coming up against a team that, I think it also is the fact that we were looking towards this game as a potential tank bowl. And that was kind of, there was some dread to that and being like, oh, brother, this is not going to be the game. Turns out there's another game today that took that mantle from the Titans and the Saints. Both of them have something to play for. Once again, a rematch of Tyler Shuck and Cam Ward from last year, which was a ACC fireworks show. A lot of good things to be excited about. And also the important factor of the Titans, once again, are in a spot to win back-to-back games for the first time in a long time. The last 11 times the Titans have won, they have lost the next game. They have lost 11 consecutive games, both, by the way, both straight up and against the spread after a straight-up win, which is the longest active streak losing streak off a straight up loss in the NFL right now. So
I would guess that every other team in the NFL has back-to-back wins within the time the Titans have yet to have back-to-back wins. So we go back to the infamous Todd Downing DUI in November, right before Thanksgiving of 2022, was the last time the Titans had back-to-back wins. The last time, because they win today at Nissan Stadium, would be back-to-back wins, and it would mean the Titans are 3-1 in the month of December. The last time the Titans had a winning record in a single month was October of 2022. So there's a couple of those streaks. And then there's this. There's the Saints, who are not a good football team, who are a 5-10 record, right? They have won 3 in a row. Can the Saints win 4 in a row? So I'm going to ask this question, and we'll continue to get you guys going. This is not our X factor, but I think it's just a good off the top, kind of get the juices flowing, a little warm up topic here. Which seems less likely to happen? Which seems less likely to happen? The Titans winning back-to-back or the Saints winning 4 straight games? And so, because I said this last week on the pregame show, that if the Titans beat the Chiefs, they will beat the Saints. If the Titans beat the Chiefs and the Saints beat the Jets, then the Titans will beat the Saints today. Both things happened last week. They were very similar scores. Titans beat the Chiefs 26-9. Saints beat the Jets 29-6. And so here we are. Tyler Shuck had a big day. 300 plus yards. Taysom Hill just doing everything for the Saints against the Jets. The Jets are awful. We know that. And the Titans were able to put together Cam Ward's best performance. They played against a UDFA rookie quarterback too after Gardner Minshew goes down. So to the chat you go. Now that I kind of set the table on that, which is less likely? Again, less likely to happen. The Titans win back-to-back or the Saints winning 4 straight games.
Ked says that the Titans winning back-to-back is less likely. Tighten up says Saints less likely to win 4 games. Tighten up there. Rooney also says that Saints winning 4 games in a row is less likely and says Saints is less likely. And also checking in from Nissan Stadium says she's here. She saw Tyler Shuck throwing pregame. The Saints aren't winning. So there you go. And the sideline reporting right there from Ann, take that as you would like. Edward says that back-to-back is less likely to happen. Titans back-to-back is less likely. Titans back-to-back is less likely. Cause 66 says the Saints will lose and that 4-game winning streak will be less likely. Pistol Grip also saying that the Titans back-to-back looks less likely as well. So kind of a little bit of a split. Which, Jeff chiming in here saying that the 4 straight, I think that both of them have their reasons, right? I think you look at this game and you say, yes, the Saints have, like I said in the title there, have looked white hot. They've got a lot of really good things going on the offensive side of the ball. Tyler Shuck has looked incredibly better than Spencer Rattler, which is a shame for the agenda that I am a part of for the Spencer Rattler hive, which is here nor there. But Tyler Shuck has looked really good in this Kellen Moore offense. Chris Olave has returned to form after a couple years, where you kind of forget, oh yeah, he was a first round wide receiver, but he has looked a lot more like the part. Their running game has been up and down, but that is because they have a lot of, late round picks.
Alvin Kamara is missing his 5th straight game today. Well, guess what? The Saints have won 3 straight without Alvin Kamara. So it does not matter.
And then on the defensive side of the ball, they've been playing with some pride. Not a lot of really big time playmakers, but they are a defense that has always been a prideful one and are going to find a way to get a turnover or 2 or make a big play somewhere. So they are a good team that is putting things together. But once again, they're 5-10, right? As much as you want to figure things out, comes a point where the rookie hot streak comes to an end. Will that be today against a Titans defense who, has a lot of pieces more or less back? You get Cedric Gray back off the concussion, which is a good thing there. But still, this is the Titans secondary group that they've had for the last 4 to 5 weeks, which is a group that is not good. Can that group stop Chris Olave? That's a great question. And then you just go back to the Titans have been in better positions to win games after coming off a win, and they continue to find a way to not only lose those games, but also fail to cover the spread in those games. Whether they are a favorite, whether they're an underdog, they somehow lose those games. And so you look at that, and you look at it's been the last 11 times the Titans have won a game, which is, if you go back, they've only won 6 games or so. What are they at? 7 games now in the past 2 years, right?
6.
6. They've only won 6 games in the past 2 years. That's another 5 games before that they have not won a game
before that. Right.
Or, 6 games.
Because there were 6 wins in the Vrabel last year, and then 6 wins since for sure. So somebody did ask, should I take the money line? Should I take Titans money line? No, you should not. And BTA Sports agrees that you should not take the Titans money line. So now Titans plus the points. I don't know. You said it's getting closer to pick 'em. So I think what's less likely is the Titans winning back-to-back games, because right now the Saints are a better football team. They have had something click offensively to a bigger extent than the Titans have had something click offensively. I like the fact that the Titans have scored points, right? 24 points a game on offense, produced by the offense in 4 of the last 5 now. Ever since the bye week, Cam Ward has really turned a corner and has played a lot better, but Tyler Shuck has too. So we're going to see a lot of these good ones. So let's go ahead and dive in, JT. X Factor time. What is your X Factor for this game for a Titans win? Because that's what we're doing right now. So what is your X Factor for a Titans win? So you guys can fill up the chat. JT and I have our answers. Let me tell you guys about X Golf, the home of indoor golf in Middle Tennessee. That is X Golf in Nashville, Hermitage, Murfreesboro, and in Franklin. PlayXGolf.com is the website. There's so many things that X Golf has. I saw a golf social media guy do an incredible video on Instagram about the X Golf in Nashville and showing you all the different cool features it has with the sports bar inside of it, all the different golf simulator bays, the best simulators on the market, and all 4 of the Middle Tennessee X Golfs have league play opening up next week. Well, I guess technically January next year, right? So at the first of the new year, you can enter the leagues. They have leagues all 7 days of the week. You have to check out which is the closest X Golf to you. Again, Nashville, Murfreesboro, Hermitage, and Franklin. So if you're trying to get your golf game still staying fresh and improving actually over the winter before you get back on the real course in the spring and the summer, X Golf is a place to go. You can do that. So playxgolf.com. You can learn which nights of the week your nearest X Golf has for that. So X Golf right there, playxgolf.com. JT, to the chat you go. X Factors, what are you seeing from the chat?
Yeah, Billy Jones here starts us off and says the X Factor will be lining Big Jeff up on Dylan Radins, which I think is a very interesting one. I think it's a good call there. Yes, Dylan Radins, former Titan, is in fact on the Saints and has been having to fill in due to some of their injuries and also trading some players away. He's had to step up there. Jeffrey Simmons obviously has been another guy you want to talk about. And so I looked this up, Austin. The one flame that is hotter than white is blue. So Jeffrey Simmons says if the Saints are white hot, Jeffrey Simmons has been blue hot over the past couple of weeks, and he will look to do that specifically probably against Dylan Radins. We're at home and playing better. Jeff in our D-line wants to get Jeff to 10 sacks. O-line wants to get Pollard to 1K, a.k.a. Jeff and Pollard are the X factors. I don't think that's a fair enough right there, right?
I did not take it. I thought about it. Tony Pollard anytime touchdown is plus money. And I thought really about that because Tony had a touchdown taken off the board incorrectly by the refs last week. Tony Pollard's also 2 touchdowns away this season from a $200K bonus. So if that touchdown did count like it should have last week, then he would just be 1 touchdown away with 2 games left from that bonus. So there's that. And then Ann says, I also saw the official and Jeff talking extensively. It appeared to be about reporting eligible. So Jeff will be reporting eligible. How many times we'll find out overall. So you can go ahead and continue. Sorry.
Yeah. Andrew says the O-line will be an X factor. Major Keys says Saints 23rd in run defense. Pollard has to be the X factor there. Ryan says the X factor is Olave and the Titans need to put 3 guys on him, triple cover him. Let's see. X Factor from Bus and Diamond says is the same. It's been the last 2 weeks. Get the run game going. Jeffrey Simmons is an X Factor. Ed Rogers says Chris Olave is the X Factor here, believing he's going to have 3 touchdowns today. Lane says the Titans DBs versus Tyler Shuck is an X Factor. Big Jeff for the wide receivers is an X Factor. The defensive secondary. Corey saying Chimray DK will be the X Factor. It's been a slow kind of regression to the mean for the Titans special teams, which I think is fair to say over the past couple of weeks. Can Chimray DK find another one today and end his home season on a high note here? Jeff says Gunnar Helm is the X factor. Billy says D-line pressure on Shuck is the X factor there.
Let's talk about pressure on Shuck because
yes,
that's what mine was going to be. The Titans defense has to generate pressure on Tyler Shuck. He has been really good the last few weeks. Now, the last 2 games that the Saints have won against the Jets and the Panthers, both of those defenses, the Jets and the Panthers, are not very highly ranked in the league when it comes to sacks and pressures on quarterbacks. The Titans are actually just outside the top 10. So the Titans are squarely a top half of the NFL team at getting pressure on the opposing quarterback. And so, especially with the defensive backs, the Titans are be rolling out there with the corners. They're playing and fielding. You've got to get pressure. And I think if you can do that, that's the only way Tyler Shuck is going to be able to be thrown off his rhythm. And I think the Titans can do that. They've shown, Denard Wilson's shown that regardless of who you give him, he will be able to design pressure and come up with that. So we'll see. Big Jeff, I hope he gets a sack today because I don't want him going into 1 week without with one more to get to 10 like his goal was. Lane just asked. He's still at 9. Did not get one last week. So he's still at 9, which is still a career high. So that's my X factor is getting pressure on Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big one. I'm going to go with yet another boring one because the chat has the pulse on what we're thinking as well, because I'm going to take Tony Pollard. It has been night and day difference in what Cam Ward and this offense have been able to do when they get Tony Pollard going. He has 3 games in a row, correct? I believe 3 in a row, 2 in a row, 3 in a row. With
over 100. Yes.
Over 100.
Really 4 in a row doing
that the run game has looked good. Yes, exactly. So The X factor, once again, is to continue that. As someone said in the chat, I'm going to believe them and not fact check them. I don't think the Titans or the Saints run defense can be any better than at least 15 or 16 this year. So
it's solid though.
It's fine. It's middle of the pack, but once again, the Titans have been able to do establish the run against some teams who have been a little bit better against the run at times this year. And I think that's something they have to continue to rely on, because not only is it important to get Tony Pollard going, because he's been looking a lot better than he had in the beginning of the season, but once again, it does wonders for Cam Ward. It opens everything up, allows him to take a moment, take a breath, be able to see the field a little bit better when you have the Saints defense second guessing. The play action game then opens up, and that's where we've seen him have a lot of success on boots and rollouts and make those big plays downfield. That all starts with being able to run the ball efficiently. And so if they're able to do that, I think they're going to find some success and probably keep this game. Like you said, it may have it may get weird, and we might get an over on this one. It's currently at 39.5. I think BTA has it at 41. We could see this go a little bit over right there. And so it starts with Tony Pollard. I think Tyjae Spears is also going to be an important part of this game as well. The running game in general is my X factor. Keep that going, and it helps Cam Ward immensely.
Yep. Speaking of BTA Sports, I've got some bets. I got some fun props. I've also got another Tony Pollard incentive that is in reach for him. And I think we should all be rooting for good guy Tony Pollard to get extra money. But before we do that, my guy Cy says, I remember telling everyone Willis was the best QB on the roster, and you all said Tannehill and Will Levis were better than him. Derek and KB was washed. Majority of you idiots. So my guy Cy, we will have a discussion about Packers quarterback Malik Willis. With Easton and I are on completely opposite sides of the coin on that situation. I just don't know what day it's going to be, because we have another holiday coming up. So I did want to mention that. We all watched last night Derrick Henry have another 200-yard rushing game, a 4-touchdown game. We've seen that before here. We saw Malik Willis do something that he could not do before when he was here, and but he had a great game. And so we will discuss that conversation. I don't know what day, because New Year's we have a couple off days. We'll figure that out when it fits.
Maybe you guys come back swinging on the first show of the new year and just go at each other's throats. Yes, that would be a great start.
That might be it. That might be it. Because what are we going to preview? Jags Titans on the Friday? Maybe we'll just have a fight about Malik Willis. All right, so let's get to the bets and the plays today for this Titans Saints game. Shout out to our friends at BTA Sports Better for bettors. I took the over 39.5 because BTA Sports has it at 41. I liked it on Christmas Eve. I took that bet out there before it jumped up to 39.5. Actually had it at 39. It went up a half point too. It's a great day in Nashville. It's 70-something degrees, and it's going to be a little bit windy, but the temperature is going to drop overnight. So a great chance for some great weather, Florida weather, December football. BTA Sports can help you out as well. If you download the app, use our code ATOZSports. That's ATOZSports, better for sports bettors. You get a 14-day free trial and then a 12-month subscription for just $79. Use the link in the description, BTA Sports, again, with code ATOZSports. So I've got a lot of stuff out there. Okay. I do have the over 39, as I mentioned.
I'll throw mine out that we posted today earlier. Tony Pollard over 69.5 rushing yards. BTA projects Tony Pollard to do that 64% of the time, and just at 69% or 69 yards. He's gone over 100 in the last 3. It's fair to say they're going to continue to rely on him. So I find that bet also really good as well.
All right. I like it. I also have Chig over 23.5. Today. I have that as an individual. And then I've got some parlays because I had some boosts. I had a free bet that I got to use. So I wanted to kind of have some fun with it. So here is what I have. Legs in these are 3 different parlays. So don't just think I'm going like a 9-legger here. But I've got Chim DK 25 plus yards, Gunnar Helm 25 plus yards, Tyler Shuck to record 200 plus yards, Tony Pollard 50 plus yards, and Juwan Johnson 50 plus yards receiving for the Saints. That's 5-legger. That is I boosted to plus. That's 950. Right there. So I'm getting kind of wild. Then I've also got a plus 565 that I boosted. Cam Ward rushing yards over 7.5. Tyjae Spears total rushing and receiving over 44.5. And Joey Sly extra points over 1.5.
Okay.
All
All
right. What are you
right.
thinking?
So once again, two or more touchdowns. I guess it can come from Pollard, but hey,
Yeah.
I think that I like that. I think this is once again, I think this game has the ability to get weird in which, like, let's face it, Tyler Shuck's been playing well. Your defense is still not very good. Like, I think they are still going to be able to score points. And if the Titans run offense looks good, I think Cam Ward and this team is going to be able to score some points. And not even factoring in what the special teams unit can do. Let's see if they, have kind of returned to the mean. Can they continue to look like they did earlier in the year? That could also add some other portions there. I think this game has a lot of potential to get weird and for the score to be a lot higher than people think.
So Cole says that the Titans have moved to the favorite now. I don't know if you want to confirm that, if you want to look that up
I can
live
certainly
or not.
Look. Yes.
But if that's the case, and if you can find Saints anything as a dog Saints money line, that's something you should absolutely bet.
Yeah. So on FanDuel, at least, it's 1.5. Still in the favor of the Saints. But it has moved. It started out as a 3 this morning, so it's moving. It's moved considerably.
There's 4 minutes to go.
Yes.
There's 4 minutes to go.
Looking real quick. Maybe it's I'm not, many different books at this point have their different lines, but the major ones still have the Saints as a slight favorite of 1.5, but you can get that 1.5 at plus money. So it's not a strong 1.5. So I get what we're saying there.
Yep.
With it's closer to a pick 'em than it is actually favored.
Yeah. I still see a lot of Malik Willis conversation that a lot of people have different memories from what actually happened. And so I have a really good feeling that whenever we have that conversation about
it'll
Malik
be a good
Willis,
one.
We need to almost like lay out we need somebody to present just like the truth of the timeline before we just ask, like, is it the Titans mess up or do Malik Willis just take time? So we'll have that conversation, but it is now almost game time. So drop in the chat. What's your prediction? What's your prediction? Titans or Saints? What's the score? Who wins? While you guys do that, I'm going to remind you guys, here's a prediction that if you join an X Golf League this winter, your golf game will be better the time the golf season rolls around and the winter greens are gone. So if you join a golf league this winter at X Golf in any of the 4 locations in Middle Tennessee, you will improve your golf game. So once again, playxgolf.com, 4 locations, Nashville, Murfreesboro, Hermitage, and Franklin. 7 days a week, they've got leagues out there. Just look up playxgolf.com and which location nearest to you has the leagues and which nights, and they got you covered right there. So check that out right there at playxgolf.com. All right, so JT, what are you seeing from predictions here? The last couple.
Soraz, I think that's how you say it. Soars says 31-28 Titans. Darius says 27-24 Saints. JB says Titans by 1,000,000. We haven't heard that in a long time. It's usually the opposite. Sharman says 31-17 Titans. So a big dominant win is what Sharman is predicting there. 24-21 Titans, says Major Keys. Ked says Saints win, Tighten up. Knight says 24-13 Titans, 33-30 Titans. 24-17 Saints, says Jeffrey. Titans 24-14. Edward says 26-17 Titans. 31-24 Titans, says Wes there. Titans 27, Saints 24. Guy 27-17 Saints. Jeff also 34-31 Titans. A lot of more higher scoring games than maybe we initially thought. And then Esco with a 33-20 there. Austin, I'm gonna go 33-28 Saints.
33-28.
Weird.
Woo.
As much as we talked about how this is turned around, I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be 12 in a row.
Titans win. Titans win.
Yeah, you've been on it.
27-26.
Okay, there you go.
27-26, Titans win. And that's it for us. We will see you guys at halftime. Enjoy the first half of this game. Again, shout out to playxgolf.com, xgolf Nashville with 4 locations: Nashville, Murfreesboro, Hermitage, and Franklin. AtoZSports, hopefully we win some money as the NFL regular season is running out. Botero Carts, Life is Short, by a golf cart, 2 locations: Columbia and Gallatin. Lipscomb University Sport Analytics grad program, the Barrel Social Club, Kentucky, and Tennessee's poker destination, and T-Dot's Nobody Trashes Tennessee campaign. We will see you guys at halftime. Enjoy the first half. Catch you guys soon.